I have a very simple question for you. Do you know your why? Do you know the reason why you woke up this morning, brushed your teeth, took your bath, put your clothes on, and stepping out? Have you found that reason why you exist? If you have not, let me share with you this quick story of what I experienced yesterday. It was a very interesting conversation that turned into an entire mentoring session. So I just moved close to the Sugarland area in Houston, Texas, and yesterday I went to the gym to work out, and about 10 minutes into my workout, I saw these two young teenagers walked in. I think they're probably between the ages of 13 and 14. They walked into the gym. They were, one of them with an oversized shoe, one of them with a hoodie on, with a hoodie hat covered his head, and they were just messing around, just playing around the gym. A couple of minutes later, when they saw me lifting heavy, just me doing my thing, one of them approached me and said, "Excuse me, sir, can you help me with a workout that I can do to help me get a firmer hand?" Like, he wants his hands to be stronger. And I asked him, "Why do you want to your hands to be firmer?" He said, "Because I just want to be strong." And as much as it sounds funny, I was just very, very impressed that first and foremost, these two teenagers took the courage, one of them actually, and the second one followed right behind him, to come talk to a total stranger, someone they do not know. And what this confirms for me is the reason why I do what I do. My why is to inspire the next generation of leaders. I have noticed over the past many years that I've worked in both industries, that I've worked in broadcasting and criminal justice system, that the biggest lack, the biggest challenge in today's world is mentorship. Someone to steer our young people from where they are, confused, not knowing what to do. Some of them, we call them lazy, but really they have no guidance. Parents are busy working, dad and mom are working, and most of the time these kids are from one parent household. So for me, that particular question turned into an entire mentoring session. So I further asked the young man, I said, have you been working out before? He said, "No." I said, "But you're in the gym." He said, "They just came here just to stroll around." So I went down. I said, "Okay, the first thing you need to work on is to do push-ups. How many push-ups can you do?" But of course, he tried to prove to me that he was a strong man. So he said, "I can do 20. I said, "Show me." So this young man went down and he could barely do 5 push-ups with a very wrong form. But I loved it for the fact that they were willing to put in the effort. So I took time out from my own workout to show them the right form. And I told him, if you want to have a firm hand or a firm body in general, start with basic push-up. A push-up is an exercise that you can do anywhere. So in case you don't have access to the gym, or you come to the gym and the gym is filled up with a lot of people inside of it, you can actually do it in your house. You can do it at school. You can do push-up anywhere. And I showed them the proper form. I said, don't even do too much. Do 20 push-ups a day. 20. Start with 20. If you can do 20 push-ups a day, that will change your body. And I said, don't rush it. Don't look for quick results, right? Put your clothes off only after about 4 weeks of doing this consistently. I also let them know that you will have a lot of pain. You will feel sore after the first 2 days, so you might not want to do it again. But that is the time where you are really gaining those muscles. So you consistency, it's very, very important. And they said, "Thank you." And I told them that if you want to build a general muscle, you should do an exercise called burpees. And I said, "Show me burpees." But of course, he understood what burpees was, and he showed me why. The other thing I learned from these young guys was, because I told them, I said, why are you guys working out? They said they want to play sports next year in school. At school. And I said, "Why do you have to wait till next year? And how old are you guys?" One of them is in 7th grade, one is in 8th grade. They said they don't have the height and they have to be in class. So I was wondering, Why is it that the school system had to make the kids wait a particular age for them to be able to get involved in sports? And I even asked them, what sport do you want to play? They said football and soccer, because here, those are two different sports entirely. Football, American football, as I always call it, is different from soccer. And you see many coaches that coach football are also coaching in soccer, and they are not the same sports. You cannot do the two sports, and you cannot teach the two sports in the same way. So I used the opportunity to, of course, sell my non-profit organization, Midas Football Academy, to them. I said, it is free. Come out on Wednesday evening at 6 p.m. because obviously you don't do anything at that time, because that was about the time we met, or on Saturday at 6 a.m. and come and start. And if you don't start playing soccer now at the age of 13 and 14 years old, that was their age when I found out. What do you think will happen to you next year when you're starting? You're going to be starting all over again. So it is better for you to start now. And these guys were so thankful, and I felt very fulfilled helping them and being able to share my knowledge with them. So I asked that question again. Do you know your why? Have you found it? If you have not found it, continue to seek, continue to ask, continue to look, read books, go to mentorship session, go to events, go to social events, continue to associate yourself with the community and find a way for you to serve. Because even the greatest teacher of all time, Jesus Christ, said, he that will be greatest among you shall be your servant. I'm very opportune to have a chance to serve my community, and I know it can only get better from here. I'm always rooting for you, and I just want to share that. If you have your own experience of a chance of you mentoring or a very similar experience, share below and let's continue the conversation. My name is Bayonle Arashi. I'll see you again next time.
Your comments, suggestions, and ideas are welcomed. Follow Bayonle on all social media platforms at Bayonle Arashi, or visit www.bayonlearashi.com for coaching and speaking engagements. See you next time.